YouTube. So I wanted to get this quick update in. This has been a busy week and this is the only time I'll be able to get it in this week. So there was a couple questions from my TTC tag that I didn't get to answer and I wanted to answer them for you guys. It was just a time issue. My phone won't upload a video if it gets too long. So the first question was, does your husband know about TTCing? And he does. He knows like 95% of it. We talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about, when my fertile days are, if I get a positive OPK, things that we want to try new this month or that we don't want to do this month, all of that. The only thing he's not really into is the forums and the vlogs and that sort of stuff. He doesn't really understand it. But I think that's a woman's thing. We are more apt to get online and chat with other women about trying to get pregnant and listen to their stories and tell them our stories and do research when we have a question and vlog. So I don't really see a lot of husbands doing that. Maybe there is, but mine doesn't really get into that sort of part of it. The other question was, who is your favorite YouTubers? And the first one I have to say is Heidi Kim. She was the first person I watched TTC vlogs or even pregnancy vlogs. I don't remember how I stumbled upon her page, but I had seen the tag. It was the title was trying to conceive after a stillbirth, and I was just like, wow, I have to watch that. Like, here's this woman being brave and something horrible just happened to her and she's coming on here and telling her story so other people can relate, and I thought that was wonderful. So I started watching her and I still watch her. And the other one is The Bumps Along the Way, and that girl, her name is Missy, and she also went through a stillbirth and a miscarriage, and she's gotten pregnant since, and she does pregnancy vlogs, and her husband does the cutest thing with video editing. So if you haven't seen those guys, you should check them out. They're fun to watch, and they're helpful too. As far as an update, this week has been a little rough, I guess. Positives are, I started my workout plan. I went ahead and I just said, I'm going to work out this month and I'm going to get back into my routine. And I got my tanning package. I've been wanting to tan, and just the little stuff that I've been putting off because, of trying to get pregnant. I decided, this is a laid back month. This is a perfect month for me to get those things in that I've been wanting to do. As far as negatives, I don't want to say the word negatives, but today is calendar day 10, I'm sorry. And so last week, period started, and it was the day after I found out my stepsister's pregnant, and then 2 days after that, I found out my friend is pregnant. So, and I'm happy for them. I want to be happy for them. But it gets tough to hear as the months go by and you're having a hard time getting pregnant. It's just hard to hear. And the timing sucked too because, those first few days when you start your period and you just are sad and mad that, it didn't happen this month. And then, someone's pregnant. So it was a timing thing, I think, mostly. I have a baby shower to go to this weekend, and I'm hoping, I just want to be happy and I don't want to get sad or anything. I haven't been to a baby shower for a while since I've started trying to conceive, so I guess I don't really know how I'll feel. But it's not my day, it's her day, and I just want to be happy for her. Another thing, I had a question for you guys was, does your family or friends know you're trying to conceive? And I asked that because my family and friends don't know. I have one friend that knows a little bit, but our families don't know. And when we first started trying, it was in 2010 we made an announcement, we're gonna try for a second baby. And then it was a few months after that when, we really started trying, and I think that everyone kind of just forgot about it, really, which is fine. It's not their life or, something they think about. And then when we actively started trying in 2012, we decided not to tell anybody. And that was because, our mother-in-law is really excited for us to have another baby. She tells us all the time, when are you going to have another baby? You guys have to have a boy. You guys need to get pregnant, stuff like that. And we didn't want to get anybody's hopes up in case it didn't happen. And I know that sounds negative, but it was just like we keep running into this wall of how long do we try for before, our first child and our second child age gap is too big and they don't have anything to do with one another. And it's something we think about all the time, and I know that there's siblings out there that are 10 years apart and they're the best of friends, and there's siblings out there that are 2 years apart and they grow up to hate each other. I know that. But it is something we think about, and it is something we keep running into along the way. So they don't know, and this weekend we are going to try to talk to his mother. We've been trying to to meet with her and talk to her about stuff. It just hasn't happened yet. But I just can't take the comments anymore. I see her almost every weekend. And she'll be like, you need to have a boy. Are you pregnant yet? You need to be pregnant. Stuff like that. And it's not her fault. She doesn't know what I'm going through. So I'm not mad at her or nothing. I just think if she knew that we have been trying and we're having a hard time and I'm having a hard time getting pregnant, she would be more sensitive about it. The last comments were on Easter, and I had already spent the day, with my brother-in-law and his fiance who's pregnant, and seeing their ultrasound pictures and listening to all their plans. And so, I was kind of feeling a little down anyways. And then 2 days after that, my period started again, and I just told my husband, we need to talk to her. We gotta tell her what's going on, because it's hard. It's getting harder and harder and harder to hear the comments. But I think it's just a personal thing, and it's frustrating, and maybe you don't want the whole world knowing, hey, I'm having a hard time getting pregnant. So I'm just curious if you guys have told anybody. And I wonder what the rest of my family thinks. I'm starting to wonder, do they think we don't want another child? Do they think we're not ready for another child? I don't know. I wonder what my parents think. And my family is the type where if you tell someone, the whole family knows by the end of the week. So I limit what I tell them. But yeah, that's my question for you guys. If you vlog, let me know, and I would love to go watch your videos, and I thank you for watching my videos, and I'll try to do an update next week, and I'll let you guys know how the talk went, if it happens, if we actually get to meet with her, because we've been trying and it hasn't worked out schedule-wise, but I'll let you guys know. So until then, baby dust to all of you guys.